Hello, everyone. This is the beautiful Amy Bellis. She is one of my favorite clients, and I've asked her to come on today to talk about her experience working with me. So, Amy, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you doing this interview. I wanted to ask you, what was your biggest fear before hiring me, and did it come true? And if not, what happened instead?
Actually, it's really funny because I met Krisha through a mastermind group that we were part of. And before hiring you, I emailed the person in charge of our mastermind and said, is it okay for us to hire someone who's in our group? Or would you prefer we wait till we're done? And her response to that was like, no, go for it. I said, well, secondarily, I'm really, really worried with taking on like a nutritionist, revamping my diet and the way I live while I'm in this mastermind. I'm really afraid it's going to be just too much on my plate and I'm too busy to implement all of these strategies. And she encouraged me to go for it. And I was very nervous that this would be too time consuming. And I was so wrong. I was so wrong. Like it was just, we have this thing in our head where we think it's really hard to eat healthy. It's really hard to cook. It's funny. I love to cook for a party. I hate cooking for just me and my husband. It kind of sucks because honestly, he hardly ever eats home. So I end up eating whatever I make for 3 or 4 days until I want to kill myself. At least that's what I used to do. But yeah, it was completely unfounded. I mean, yeah, in all honesty, sure, you do have to hit a farm market or the grocery store a little more frequently if you actually want to eat real food. But other than that, like preparing meals and that, it wasn't a big deal.
Oh, that's wonderful. I didn't know all of that.
Yeah, it was funny. I did. I reached out first, like, okay, should I do this?
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, but it was honestly, I was really afraid that like I would fail. I was like, this is a significant investment. And I just wanted to make sure that I could commit to myself and to the process while trying to build a business and do all of these other things that were going on in my world.
Yeah.
That was really the biggest fear, that I was flushing my money down the toilet on something I wouldn't follow through on.
Right. Oh,
as I've done many times before.
Right. But I try to make it as seamless as possible so it fits in, it complements your life as opposed to something that is another massive to do on your
exactly. And that's really what you did. You did it in a way. And honestly, I sat here, I remember halfway through being like, I'm not really sure what happened. I don't really know what she did. But somehow like all of these little shifts took place where all of a sudden there was like food in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
And meals and lunch.
Right. That's awesome. So what specifically was your favorite part of coaching with me and why?
Oh, well, besides you, the absolute best part is never, ever, ever, ever feeling guilty anymore. Like I truly will eat a triple dipped caramel apple that's rolled in, caramel fudge and Heath bar and not even feel a little bit guilty. And I don't look at it anymore like, oh my God, this is so bad. I shouldn't be eating this. What am I doing? I'm such an idiot. Now I have to go drink a gallon of water. I better get up and go for a run. Like there's just none of that bullshit anymore, because now that's just the anomaly. That's not the norm. That's the, oh yeah, I haven't had one of these all summer. I think I want to have one this summer. And then it's over. And that's honestly like the biggest thing. And sometimes like I was out to lunch with like 5 friends and the big debate was, oh gee, I really want a burger, but I know I should eat a salad. And they're all having this debate. And I was just sitting there just dead silent, like kind of laughing to myself. Oh my God, I'm just going to get the burger and this place has amazing fries and I'm just going to eat the burger and fries and call it a day. So it's that. It was definitely the mental stuff, without a doubt, the mental stuff.
Right.
And, and like what that also comes to is, like we've talked about, I'm pretty open about being like smack in the middle of the menopause transition. And all of these same people are dieting. And all of them are talking about the weight. And they're all talking about how much they hate their bodies and all of this other stuff. And it's just funny because I really did go into this, and my biggest belief was I am not going to be able to lose weight in menopause. And that was a really, really tough belief to let go of because there's so much evidence to support that belief. Yeah. Medical evidence, scientific evidence, all of the experts tell you, you go to the doctor and they tell you this is perfectly normal, you know, blah, blah, blah. And it is normal for the average, but it doesn't mean it's your sentence. So to actually have lost weight while I'm in this transition, what I love, like the outcome being at the end is, oh, you know what? I know if I want to lose 10 more pounds or whatever, I can do it. Like, you know, it's doable, but it's not about a number on the scale for me. So.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I love that.
Yeah.
Do you want to share some of the other outcomes that you've had, you know, in your body?
Well, as you know, I've had huge outcomes in my body. Since other people will see this, I came to this after 6 months of just pure unadulterated hell. Actually, about 8 months. Total of 15 people that I knew had died, 5 very close to us, including both my in-laws and a 21-year-old. So I was a mess. So having gone to the doctor, realizing like something's up, I literally would get out of bed in the morning. And you know, prior to my caregiving months of taking care of some of these people, I had perfect blood work. My weight was good. I was in great shape. So I went into this year very, very healthy. And here I was back in November. I would put my feet on the floor and almost cry because my ankles hurt, my knees hurt, my elbows hurt. And I remember saying to my husband, like, how could my elbows possibly hurt? Like, you know, I mean, your knee's okay, you justify it. But I was just literally in so much pain. That's what brought me to a doctor who could do this like insane blood work. And then the blood work came back with adrenal fatigue, heading into insulin resistance, heading into, or actually I had a lot of the symptoms of insulin resistance and a lot of the blood showed that. But heading into prediabetes, which is prominent in my family. And there was a third thing. Oh, the inflammation in my body actually showed in blood work. So like, it was really amazing to get this in-depth blood panel that shows you, and then the doctor would go over every single thing with me and say, well, this is indicative of a tendency towards heart disease, or this is a risk factor towards this. And, you know, one of the big things I learned with you was how all of these things interact. Like you think, okay, diabetes runs in my family, so I have to watch my sugar. But let me tell you, when you think you're going to be a diabetic and you start researching diabetes and you realize, and I've had family members die because of the side effects of diabetes. It's your heart. It's everything in your body. It's not just sugar. Yeah. You know, it's a domino effect. Yeah. And, you know, for me, I just sat there like, I am too young to feel this way. Like, I've got to fix this. And I do not want to be on a boatload of medications. So when I hired you, I was on Lexapro, a low dose of Lexapro, which is an antidepressant, which was really for anxiety, because anxiety was just through the roof. Which now I understand wasn't just what was going on mentally, but it had more to do with everything else. Yeah. I was taking Xanax to help me sleep. God, I don't even remember. I was on a couple of other things just to like help this transition period. And then one by one, I got rid of them. And most recently, actually in the last week, I am now officially off my last medication. My holdout was my daily antihistamine with the decongestant in it because I've had allergies my entire life and I'm notorious for the bronchitis run. And outside of one sinus infection this year, I've had nothing else. And I'm finally off antihistamines. So as of right now, I take absolutely no medications. Wow. Nothing. Only a few supplements. And that's what I like too. Like, you didn't load me up with supplements like some diet programs. You know, I mean, I've seen what some people take and I just don't have it in me to take 15 pills a day. Yeah. But you know, like what you gave me is good stuff, you know, probiotics, omega, whatever it is, 3s and 6s, whatever. I don't know. That's up to you to know.
Fish oil.
Fish oil, all that stuff. So yeah, no medication. So that's huge.
Fantastic. That is huge.
And I mean, and I really hired you. For me mentally, I was at the place of I really, really, really just need to feel better.
Yeah.
And weight was secondary. So for me, it was really health first, weight second. But the weight just came off like on its own. Yeah. I have not weighed myself in probably 6 weeks. Like if you ask me what I weigh, like I can tell you probably within 2 pounds, but I haven't gotten on a scale in weeks because there's just no reason to.
Yeah. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
So awesome. I love that. Thank you for sharing all of that.
You're welcome.
So if you were to recommend me to your best friend, what would you say?
I have. What would I say? Well, let's see. She beats the hell out of a can of powder that you mix with milk and choke down 3 times a day. Very honest. You know when to call us out on our shit. We got to a point that Krisha can kind of pick up on what I'm thinking before I know I'm thinking it, which is a little creepy. There's definitely a little woo-woo thing that goes on there. No, you kill it. Like, honestly, there is nobody and nothing else I would recommend. Because it's not just weight, like you get, and I just wish more women would get that it's not about the weight. Not about the fucking weight. And that's the other thing. You have to be comfortable with F-bombs.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's just not. The weight is secondary. I mean, yes, the weight on your body feels like shit.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Like just dragging it around feels like shit.
But it's a symptom of the bigger problem.
It's a symptom of the bigger problem. And we all hear it. You see the sound bites. You have to love yourself before you can lose the weight. But that's what you do. Like somehow you weave that in, and I don't even know if you know you're doing it, but somehow you weave in little by little in these little baby steps, a self-acceptance that comes before the weight loss.
Yeah.
But you have to be patient. Like that's the other thing I would tell somebody. Like I would swear on anything that they should hire you, but you do have to be patient. This isn't a magic bullet.
Not a magic bullet.
It's not a shake. You're not going to lose. Hey, in the midst of this, one of my best friends went on one of those shake diets.
Yeah.
And it took me 3 months to lose 7 pounds, and she lost 12 pounds in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And not that it deterred me, because I know me, and I couldn't get through 2 days on that.
Yeah.
But you have to know that what you're doing is building your future. I mean, I'm turning 50, and I celebrated my dad's 89th birthday yesterday. And I'm just sitting there like, I want that for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I love that. Thank you so much, Amy.
You're welcome. I could talk about you for an hour or so.
Well, we won't take that much time today for anybody who's watching. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I'm so honored to be part of this journey with you and have you as my client, and to witness this full transformation from where you were to where you are now. And it's not like it's over for you. Like this is just your new normal now, and that curiosity to keep going forward and to continuously make better and better and better choices. So it's, whereas that shake thing that your friend is doing, it's just a temporary thing that she'll be doing probably again and again and again. Whereas this is just your new normal.
And I forgot one of the biggest things. I totally forgot. And ask anybody who's in menopause. I sleep. I have been sleeping. Like I sleep 7 straight hours, 7 to 8 straight hours a night now. And it's like, oh my God, this is unheard of.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the other thing. Sorry. I know you were wrapping up, but I had to throw that in.
That's good. Well, that might be helpful for another woman watching who's going through these things right now and thinks that this is her fate. So thank you for adding that. I appreciate that.
Okay.
Thank you so much. And thank you for whoever's been watching.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye. And uh,